Next on Worcester News Tonight, a near miss as a tree crashes through the bedroom of a Princeton home. Plus, city councilors look to speed bumps to slow down drivers on Worcester streets. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Another rainy and cold day here in central Massachusetts. And with the weekend on the horizon, can we expect some sun? Let's get a first check of our local forecast.
Well, this storm that's been here for 3 days got a new classification today called Subtropical Storm Melissa, more than 260 miles south of Worcester, which is a good thing. Because if it was only 100 miles south of us, we would have these rain bands where there have been 5 to 10 inches of rain over the ocean, and winds over the ocean are going 50 to 60. As it is, the rain did back in here. It's chilly, it's damp outside, much worse at the ocean than we are getting here in Worcester. Today the temperature barely got above 50 degrees, and we're right on the edge of this rain, but it's windy, it's chilly, it's jacket weather. I don't even wear gloves tonight. Temperature's not moving too much. We're going to hold around 45 to 50 degrees. There's 10:30 tonight. You still have some drizzle, and it's not just like easy drizzle. It's sideways drizzle. The wind is gusting 30 miles an hour. The wind is going to let up tomorrow, but the thing is, even though that ocean storm is going to go away, there's a front coming in from the west. We do get closer to 60. The wind eases. It's not a bad day for working or playing outside. And then tomorrow night we do clear it out. We'll come back with a nice looking Sunday and a 10-day in a few more minutes.
2 Worcester City councilors are proposing speed bumps be added to some busy streets in the city. They say temporary speed bumps could be a permanent solution. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now in Worcester with more. Chandler?
The speed bumps are made from recycled tire rubber and would be installed for 3 seasons and taken out in the winter time. The councilors hope to do a pilot program installing them on several side streets like Coolidge Road here to test their effectiveness. Many drivers use residential streets as shortcuts to avoid Worcester traffic. Paul Mullaney sees it on his daily walks and says the cars aren't all going the speed limit either.
Some people go too fast. You can see it. Just going here now at 1:30 in the afternoon. There's 5 cars in the last 5 seconds going by here, and it's only getting worse. 2 city councilors want to reduce speeding by installing speed bumps on residential cut-throughs. The bumps won't look like these permanent ones. They'd be temporary and rubber, so the DPW could move them.
The problem with permanent speed bumps, specifically in the Northeast, as we have to go through snow removal as a municipality, the plows are deterred when you have a permanent speed bump. So I thought, why can't Worcester think outside of the box?
District 5 Councilor Matt Wally has heard complaints about speeding and traffic from dozens of people in his district. He says some streets are experiencing more accidents because of it.
I think it could deal with a problem that is going to be increasing as Worcester grows.
The order is co-sponsored by at-large Councilor Mo Bergman, who filed a similar item in 2016. Bergman says the issue is getting worse as many main roads are under construction, and speed bumps would improve safety.
People don't want their cars bottoming out. They don't want to cause damage to the cars, and they're much more cautious if they know there's a speed bump. So I can't imagine how it wouldn't help, but I can't think of a particular example at the moment where we know it saved a life, but I think it's safe to bet that it could save a life.
Mullaney supports the idea and says he'd like to see the speed bumps in his neighborhood.
The lights are tougher to get through the lights on Park Ave and Pleasant, and so there are a lot of cut-throughs, and there's going to be an accident, so I hope they get speed bumps.
The order will be discussed at next week's City Council meeting. If supported, it will go before the DPW for their analysis and suggestions. In Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
The new owner of the Midtown Mall gives a status update about his work on the downtown property, and the Worcester Redevelopment Authority says they're satisfied. The WRA wanted more communication on the project from the building's new owner, Felicio Lana. During Friday's meeting, Lana revealed plans to renovate the mall and 3 buildings on Front and Commercial streets into apartments, offices, and retail space. Members of the WRA now say their issues with Lana have been resolved, but they advise him to be more cautious with the next steps. The city of Worcester is considering permanently moving trick-or-treating. The proposal would move trick-or-treating to the last Saturday of October. The city conducted a feasibility study and found the holiday isn't governed by any city, state, or federal laws, so moving it is a possibility. The city manager plans to discuss the idea with the police chief and superintendent, as well as religious groups and businesses in the community. The idea first came from an order from City Councilor Matt Wally. Becker College is taking gaming to the next level. The college has hired their first esports coach, Nicholas Travis. He'll head the varsity and junior varsity teams. The teams compete in tournaments throughout the state. Travis says involvement in esports teaches students lessons they can bring to the workforce.
Teamwork is something that is going to be applicable no matter what you do. Whether you're working on a team in sports, esports, not just that, but being able to learn from your teammates, being able to make yourself a better player and a better person through that experience is something that you really can't get from a lot of other sources except for an organized environment like this sort of esports team.
Travis says his goal is to turn Becker into the most dominant esports program in the Northeast. The college offers a degree in both esports management and game design. Oh, scary moments for a family in Princeton last night. A tree came crashing through their home, narrowly missing one family member. Our Gretchen LaRosa spoke with the homeowners and has more.
Once I started feeling stuff falling on me, that's when I literally dove out of the way and just kind of hid in the corner of the room and just held my hands up, hoping that I wasn't going to die.
A Princeton man explains the moments a massive tree came crashing into his family's home late Thursday night.
Then finally, when it stopped, I looked up and realized that there was a tree in our house.
Jay Lee says the tree crashed into his Beeman Road home around 11 o'clock. He was alone on the couch while his wife and daughter slept in the next room.
So our sectional's right in that corner, so pretty much his feet were probably right where the tree was.
The family says they don't remember it being windy last night, but somehow this massive tree was uprooted from the ground.
That wasn't our problem tree. We always thought it was that tree. Like I said, that's why we trimmed it, so that way if the branches did fall or if it went, I mean, it was a lot smaller. This was not the one we were concerned with.
April Lee says the home has been in her family for almost 70 years and says she never expected the tree in her front yard to come down.
If it had gone that way, you know, it would have been a lot different for me and my daughter.
The family says, all things considered, they are just thankful everyone is okay.
Very thankful because I have a daughter and it means the world to me.
Gretchen LaRosa, Worcester News Tonight.
The Collings Foundation is getting ready for a World War II reenactment this Saturday and Sunday. Battle for the Airfield's goal is to teach history through an interactive and entertaining experience, making visitors want to learn more. Thousands are expected to attend. 7 World War II tanks and hundreds of reenactors will be in action. The event also includes authentic World War II era music and hundreds of artifacts.
The encampments that are set up, you have the Germans. The Germans have captured the airfield, and it's up to the Allied forces to take back the airfield, further their advancement through Europe. And so think of it as a really, truly tactile, living history event.
There will also be a roundtable discussion where World War II veterans will speak about their experience. Worcester Fire is continuing to investigate Thursday's 3-alarm fire on Water Street. The department says the cause of the fire is still undetermined. They say they don't expect a cause to be found due to the extensive damage the building sustained. The fire spread from the 3rd floor. The building was mixed-use, residential and commercial. Worcester Fire says the building was structurally unsound. The provost and dean at Holy Cross is temporarily stepping away from her duties while the school investigates a sexual harassment allegation. The college's president sent a campus-wide letter this week saying Dr. Margaret Frazier will remove herself as the school's provost while the college investigates a sexual harassment claim. According to the Telegram and Gazette, a Holy Cross grad alleges she told Dr. Frazier about an incident of sexual harassment from a professor while she was a sophomore in 1997. Reverend Barrow's letter states Holy Cross will investigate what she said to Dr. Frazier and if she acted appropriately in response. The New England Patriots honored a Worcester Academy senior on Thursday night ahead of their game with the New York Giants. Cancer survivor Asa Floyd was recognized before the game by the NFL's Crucial Catch program, promoting early detection, education, and screening for cancer. Floyd was diagnosed with testicular cancer in 2017. The 18-year-old attended the game with his family and even got to meet Patriots Hall of Famer Rodney Harrison. Floyd has been an advocate for early detection and has worked closely with the 1540 Connection.